Good morning, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 20 minutes away from 8 o'clock on a dreary morning down here with the Langers. As you can see in the background, I'm here in the Blarney Woolen Mills Hotel. We'll be on the road by 9 o'clock. No, we won't be on the road by 9 o'clock. We'll be ready to go at 9. They're going over to Blarney Castle. It opens at 9 and then they have to come back and they have to pick up another one or two items in the Blarney Woolen Mills shop. It's the biggest Irish shop in the world. They got there yesterday evening at 5 o'clock. They bought a few things, but it's not enough. They have to spend more money. And I got three vouchers from the desk down here in the hotel. They got 10% off as well. So they're happy out. We left yesterday morning in Dublin after having the breakfast. I was sitting patiently for an hour and a half in the vehicle and they decided they wanted to go to see the statue of Molly Malone. And I went on to the sat-nav or the GPS or whatever you want to call it, onto my friend Mary, I do say. And it was an 8-minute walk and it was a 22-minute drive. So we got there eventually, and then they wanted to see St. Patrick's Cathedral. They were in there about 20 minutes. They must say Mass. And they wanted to see, we drove by it, Dublin Castle. So we headed for Cork, for Blarney, down to meet the Langers. And we went via Kilkenny, and we went into the castle, but they'd done the tour. So that lasted about 40 minutes. They wanted to do a tour of a castle that's not in ruins. So that box is ticked. And I actually had a bit of a sleep for 20 minutes, I think, until the phone rang. Then we headed, I got a bit peckish, we headed for Dungarvan to the moorings. They have great food there. As we're going in, we met Ed Drohan, who had drove from Waterford. Ed and Patricia are long-time followers of the channel. And he was off work yesterday, so he said he might take a spin. So he had left a message there. He was leaving at the time, so we just got there in the nick of time, as they say. 5-minute chat, we will meet again, no doubt. And went in, and I said to them, order roast beef. So they were just placing the order when I went in. No roast beef. Why not? It's after 3 o'clock. I said, that doesn't bother my stomach at all. I said, whether it's 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So they changed the menu at 3 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So I had chicken breast. There was a couple of them on the plate. Grand. I'd have preferred the beef though. And the vegetables was great. There was carrots and parsnips mixed or mashed. Potatoes, grand stuff altogether. Didn't have dessert. Somebody left a comment, I see, that I'd need a winner to pay for that. The actual people that I'm with are paying for my lunches every day without any problem. And I don't pick anything more expensive because of that, but they're very generous. A lot of them do that actually anyway. So we're heading today, we're going to the Cliffs of Moher and we're staying in Innis tonight, and they want to see, I see on the itinerary as well, we have that castle in near Dirty Nelly's. The name escapes me right now. Bunratty Castle. So they're the two things today. So 2 days left, today and tomorrow. They're off the next day. Off in the air. A shout out to Hugh Urquhart, CJ O'Can, KW, I don't know. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Adam Morganic, 2023, Chris Maloney, RPs, Spud, we could eat you. Tony Partington, Ivan V, John Nolan with a W. We have just the L, our neck of the woods, but that's spelled with a W. And Baden, 2 shout-outs to Baden Carson, who left 50 quid in the kitty, and Paul Denham, who arrived on the bus with £25. Thanks very, very much. It's this time of the month that I will be donating money, so that 50 will be going to the Irish Jockeys Fund this month. I will do that later today when I get the time, probably from the Cliffs of Moher. And I'll be giving 50 as well to Fergal Guihan, who's got cycling from Roscommon to Australia. So I told him I'd give 50 quid every month to him. Actually, I was asked yesterday, what's 50 quid? Is it euro or punts? I said, whatever tickles me fancy. Very sad news yesterday to see Stephen Churchy, the young rider. He died. He is going out with Kieran Fallon's daughter. It's also sad news altogether to see that happening. Now, I'll get on with this. I was in... I had 3 pints last night. I went down for 1 to the Blarney Castle, where I met Todd. I met him a few times before. He's a great character. Likes his bet. He didn't tune in yesterday, though. And he had 3 horses at Kimpton yesterday, and he said they went belly up. So he had a few pints. And I think I'm back here again this night week. And he asked me to play 45. We used to play 3 threes or 25. Either of them games. So I haven't played 45. I think I might have played 1 game before up north. I think it was in Down, Hilltown. So they're having a game every Thursday night. So I might sit in next Thursday if I'm back here. I think I'm back here next Thursday night. But it's good crack. There was a nice crowd there. A fiver for a pint. But I thought it was very expensive for a bag of Toto, $2.50. The last time I bought a bag of Toto in a pub, it was $1.50. So just that's a big... Suppose it must be gone up a lot. Anyway, on to today. Warwick, I see, is called off, and I had one picked for Warwick. It's a nice little novice hurl there in Naas today. It's soft to heavy. The horse that I've been following since he started off in Galway is Toto 2. He has moved yards now from Peter Fahey to Gavin Cromwell. Gavin does well with those new recruits. This was last seen running in Cheltenham when it was in a grade 2 behind Lookaway. But he got a ride. He was sort of left out in no man's land. He went off 13-8 favourite there. And if he's tuned up today, if he drifts like a barge, it'll be worrying a bit. But this is a decent joke. He finished second first time out in Galway last August to You Otto No. And that finished 10th in the Cheltenham bumper. He won in Killarney then, snug enough, and he won by 6 lengths in Navan on yielding ground. Went off favourite on the strength of that run in Cheltenham. That was last October. So it's the first run. So it's a 3-1 and 100-30 shot mostly. The only one there is 365, but they're cute lately until 8 a.m. until they have to guarantee the prices. The lesser to be shorter. They're gone sort of like PP. PP is hiding on us. So that's Toto 2. I have no video set up, and Warwick is missing. There's 2 at Clonmel. A worrying thing about the trainer of Tangental is he hadn't had a winner since Hannibal crossed the Alps. Well, let's see when he got it, the last winner. I think it was last year. There was a big gamble on a horse the other day of his, and it went down the Swanee. One of JP's, wasn't it? What time did I say this race was at? The 3:10 at Naas. Bear with me. I was slightly bit disorganised this morning, although I slept fairly well. They're like sleeping pills, Guinness. But I was a bit late going to bed. 3:10 at Naas. Not Clonmel. Jesus Christ almighty. The 5:13. He had the winner since the 21st of July last year in Blarney. Gondor, we were on it that day. So that's a long time. So he has to come off the call list at some point. So hopefully it's today. While we check out the betting. It's the Fav 5-11-4. Might go to 3-1. But it won in Clonmel last year. It's 83 now. It won in Clonmel in March of last year, so that's just over a year ago, and it was off 80. It went off 2-1 Fav, soft ground. Then it had a couple of runs, went to second at the trip, but it ran well enough, I thought, in Navan in January. Now it was in to run a couple of times lately, but there was meetings called off, so hopefully he has it tuned up today. It's still only an 8-year-old, and the horse we backed the last day, giving it one more shot today, is the Big Cloud. I don't know what happened to the last time. Maybe it just didn't night the track. Maybe it was out late like me last night. But on the strength of 2 previous runs on heavy ground, and one was over the trip, that's when we came across it first, which is behind Kitsilano. Draw 13-8 favourites. There's a huge gamble on it that day. I think it opened up 14-1. So they know it's well handicapped. It ran off 86 that day. It's 94 now. It's an each way bet, that. So there'll be 2 win bets and an each way play today. And again, look at the boys. 365, the numbers bookie, shorter than the rest of them. I think they're up to speed this morning. They're up to date. I see they're entering the market movers. Well, we're not drifting. There was a big drift on Bear Claws on the Goo. I might look at that meeting when we get to, if I fancy anything on the Goo today, when we get to, I'll have a bit of time to kill. Although I might be just better off to study tomorrow. Tipperary Moon. 16s into 5s. Des Donovan. Prodigy of Blarney Curley. There was a gamble on him a couple of times before, and then it drifted at the off. I don't know what bollocks on the be at. That was the day in the 6th of January. It off 4-1 favourite to the 11th of 11. Then 9th of 10. Beat 19 lengths. Handbrake fully on. It did unreal what to be at. Anyway, I'll get this into the oven. Innes tonight, I'll be down at the Banner lads. I don't think I ever stayed in Innes before. I was at a few matches and had the dinner and a few pints. If anyone can recommend a pub to me, I might have 2 pints there tonight. Leave it in the comments. In the meantime, bash the bookies, over and out.